We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air, May. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
Complete to Romeo Doubs. It's a gain of 6. First down, New England.
Looking to throw. May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, Patriots.
Play action. May. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
Romeo Doubs, 36 yards. And the Pats are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. cuts it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Broncos nothing. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Nix from the shotgun. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 36 yards. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Will Lutz to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 6. And they go play action with May. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 20. And the Patriot first down.
On first down, it's Henderson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
46-yard line.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Fourth down, here's May. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A loss of
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. Here's a diving catch right side. Waddle's first catch, good for a 1st down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Brings up second
A
and
1-yard
9.
gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Another run here with Dobbins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third down and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
They have to be a little bit frustrated because this defense is doing almost enough, but not quite enough to get off the field. They force back-to-back 3rd down situations to start the drive, but can't come up with the key play defensively to finish things off.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Another Broncos 1st down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Broncos 13, Patriots 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He'll swing this out to Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Here's May. Oh, hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That flag, that'll push him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing here is May. Gets this complete to Butte. On the move past the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
From the gun, it's May. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
50-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Dobbins trying the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Second and a couple. Here's Nix. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Waddle, 56 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. A solid stiff arm. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And the Patriot first down.
From the shotgun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give for Henderson running to the right. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To the air, May. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw with May. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Patriots.
Looking to throw, May. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. throw again. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to get this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Nix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Broncos 20, Patriots 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Jones on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll come up now on second down. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Trevion Henderson, 41 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Broncos 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 71 yards. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Lutz now to kick this one away.
For the Broncos.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
6-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Patriots' 5-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Harvey. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
On the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Patriots get the football back. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Seattle. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. They'll run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Darnold looking to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Getting the first down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. On that yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. He's got a gain of 6 there. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Now Darnold, 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Coaches challenge you to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 from the 32. First run of the game for Javonte Williams. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to give the Cowboys a 1st down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here's 2nd and 10. Dak to the air here. Fights him up, and he makes the play. Touchdown, Dallas. George Pickens, a 21-yard effort. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Seahawks nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me this, always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Breaks through and breaks away. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48.
Line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Off his hands and incomplete. Not the way to answer your first target. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And a dive. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. For the point after, here's Aubrey. This one splits the uprights. It is good. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Seahawks, nothing. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. And this defense stringing together some strong reps here early, Brock. That pass rush off to a great start.
One thing I've grown to appreciate, too, in this just kind of analytical revolution we're in, the stats of today, Kate, it's not just sacks, it's pressures, right? It's those hits, those pressures, because you know they make a strong impact, too.
second down, a run with Charbonnet. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. So, well, there in the huddle, partners. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. They'll air it out on third. And he's going to go down here. Pressure gets him at the 23. That's another one for Gary. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Devontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. That is good for a Cowboy first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and his bounce outside, naps in 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion.
It's third down and 3 yards to go.
Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 30.
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. A little RPO there on 3rd down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get enough.
Would have been about a 50-yard attempt on the field goal. The offense staying out there to go for this. On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. Throw caught by his running back. And it pays off. He gets him that first down, Brock. I love it when a team stays aggressive, even though they've got the lead. Keeping their offense out there to try to add to it.
First down, Cowboys.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
I certainly don't mind completions, nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here. And they're dropping at the 40. Safety Julian Love there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott will look to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down. Normally, that will pick up the first. Not this time. Still have a lengthy fourth down ahead.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. They're out just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Now Darnold. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So the pass interference flag sets him up fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Charbonnet now up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play fake. Darnold. Pressure's there. They get him a big loss. Back at the 43. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
A loss of 6 yards. It's now 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold to throw. On again, and it's the same results. They drop him again. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's hold on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Here's Prescott. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. Leonard Williams. And that's going to leave this offense facing a 4th and forever, 22. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. That's played at the 43. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Now a gift to Charbonnet, coming right. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jalen Thompson makes the play.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. Throwing from his own end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
You know, you give your guy a chance to make a play. Those defenders, they're paid to win those battles, too. Provided plenty of contact to make sure that ball wasn't caught.
Straight ahead with Williams. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Going to the ground again on Brooks. And having gained about a handful there. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Dak. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks got a considerable return onto the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, a gift to Charbonnet. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Zach Charbonnet, the ball carrier. The tackle by Jonathan Bullard. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Fourth quarter, Brock, going to start here with a second and 7. Another carry for Charbonnet. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Third and long for him here. And down he goes. The defense got to him right around the 26. That's another one for Gary. And that brings up fourth now and 21.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Desperation time here on fourth. Taking a shot deep here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Well, you taught me, Buck. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from this. They just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
On second down, it's Williams again. With the second level at the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now Dak to throw. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. DeMarcus Lawrence. And it's going to be a long way to go now for these guys on second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Trying again following the sack. Prescott. He's in trouble, and it's another one. They drop him. There's Williams again. And it's going to be third down on the other side of our 2-minute warning. And they send their back in motion right. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. 4th down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming, and sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Out wide here to come. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Darnold. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down.
Don't mind that call a bit here on 2nd down. Still got a couple opportunities left. You can afford to take that shot deep, and you need to land one of them. But now, well, now you're getting a 3rd down, and now you got to find a way to get a 1st.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Put the body on the line for his team. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Seahawks, 1st down.
To throw, here's Darnold. Finds Cup once more. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Cooper Kupp.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down, Darnold. Into the hands of Smith and Jigba over the middle. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's good for a Seattle 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They want to run it across. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
14, Seahawks 8.
As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They're going to pass it here. And they're going to get there in time. Down he goes. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
It's second down.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down. Changing up the call. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
Well, even after the dropped INT, Brock, this drive's days seem numbered. They've got third long here. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. A little bit of help with the penalty, but still quite a daunting third down for him here. Back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 10. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for two.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
20. Seahawks 8. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the
Aubrey now to
Cowboys.
kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Darnold. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on second. Darnold. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. Here's Williams again.
7-yard loss.
And that is a couple for him today. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers.
To kick off for Carolina.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. And off we go from Charlotte. Not bad on the return. Out past the 30-yard line. Some breathing room for the offense as they begin drive one. First carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Love. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. It's Jalen Phillips in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. The man in motion is Watson. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing. Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Achane. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. They're going to run this down inside the 45. A nice run there on their first drive. Good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And they bring him down, but not until... 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Panther first down. Out of the shotgun, Young. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down. Micah Parsons getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. That'll bring up 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Young. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and
10. Here's Young. He's got his man. That's Lee Gapp. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for the Panthers.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
For the Panther field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Devin Lloyd on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Love firing to Golden. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
And it's 3rd down.
Now facing 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selected, gets the sack there. On 4th down, the Packers turned over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. Pick up 14 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down.
6. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Another run here with Hubbard. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Evan Williams is there for the stop. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action with Young. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
On play action, Young. He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He'll get about 2. Edger and Cooper. They're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Second down and 8. To throw is Young. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Tershawn Morton. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second
From
and
the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's Love to throw. Rolling to the left. He did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him, drop it for a big loss. Packers set to kick this one away, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he gets that downfield to Tremble, the tight end, to the 20. And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Packers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Love to throw it on first down. Open receiver is Bo Melton. Inside the 20.
Love's pass complete to Bo Melton. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Packers are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Panthers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. To return is Hubbard. Now an opening past the 30. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last two plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
On first down, it's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Jacobs. He'll take this forward for about a yard if that's. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. In motion, Reed. On fourth down, Love. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down is Young. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Young. That one complete to Leakett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his tight end. That scores. They get 14 on that hookup. It's a Carolina first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays. And
oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The ball just has to come out there, Mike. There's nowhere to go with it. Protection's breaking down. You either got to get that out to a check down, or you just got to throw it at someone's feet and move on to the next play.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. He's going to have the Panthers 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long. From the gun, it's Young. On the run to the right. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Young. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Young. He's got it at about the 8. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Panthers 1st down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 1st and goal. Hubbard to the 5-yard line.
Hubbard, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. One more time, it's Hubbard. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hubbard. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown, Panthers. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Packers 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick
So
off
now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Kept the play alive as long as he could. The rush eventually gets to him, and down he goes.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That could be the dagger. It is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Hubbard, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Still on his feet. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.